go. Let me go live. Bear with me. Hope everyone's having a great day. Good to see everyone. Happy Sunday. Sunday. We're gonna play. Hello. Okay, we're logged in. Come on, let me grow. Awesome. Good to see everyone. Hope you're having a blessed day. Welcome to Let's Learn AI. We're going to play, I'm going to theme out some of the shows. We're going to just play with ChatGPT right now. I just want to show you a lot of cool things that you can use ChatGPT in your business to get ahead, to get more marketing, get more sales, automate, especially comes to social media marketing and stuff like that. So I think that is what we're going to do. I'm just getting YouTube live stream dialed in 5 seconds, and then we can start the show. Hope you're having a great day, and I'm going to show you some really cool demos of things you could do with ChatGPT today to get ahead with your business. Nice. Okay. So let me get this up, and let me share my screen, and let's start cooking. Let's start cooking. Put a number 1 in the chat if this is your first time seeing me. Put a number 2 in the chat if you've been on my live streams before. I am Jonathan DeCunha, Dr. AI. My goal is just to teach you AI so that you can leverage it in your business to do more. Number 2, nice. Good to know. I promise to make this worth it. Okay, here. Let me get a little fancy so that everyone could kind of see. Okay, we're just going to use, honestly, ChatGPT. ChatGPT business use cases. Just starting very simple. What are some use cases that you could do in your marketing, sales, content, and productivity? Let's just start with those 4 categories right there. Can ChatGPT make a full biz? No, but ChatGPT can make your business more profitable from there. ChatGPT is not going to do the work of it fundamentally, but you can use AI, and I'm not even going to say AI. I'm just going to say ChatGPT because I want to theme out this weekly show. So every day I'm doing something, just one niche, so that you guys can walk away with something valuable. Sarah, good to see you. By the way, I have a special announcement at the end of the show that I think members and people would really enjoy. So one announcement. Yeah, this 1/2. So something I'm adding more to the community. But wait, there's more? Yes, I'm going to add more to the community because I want you guys to have even more value in the community. I'm going all in on this. Like, this is amazing. So basically, what I want to show today are just 4 use cases of how you can use ChatGPT just in your business. I and Z, I appreciate it. Welcome. Sending you guys lots of love. I want you guys to walk away with at least some use cases, because if I had to just simplify all the AI tools out there, it's like I'd rather you just focus on one AI tool and go deep into practicing with it so that you can start to use it to get more leads and get more sales. Fundamentally, that's going to be the biggest thing. So let's start with the 4 use cases of just how you can use ChatGPT today in your business. You're going to do all of this on the ChatGPT Plus plan. I highly recommend, especially when it goes, if you had to pick one AI tool out of all the other ones that are out there, just ChatGPT alone is going to help you get more leads, get more sales, and work smarter at the end of the day. And I'm also going to throw a special life use cases. So that you can know how to use ChatGPT properly today in your business and in your life, because the rest of the week I want you to work smarter, not harder. And the way you do that is by learning and adopting new tools from there. So the WHO Digital Products is really, the WHO Digital Products, is there really money in this niche and can be done with ChatGPT? Yes. I would not be here today teaching and making money with AI. I'm purely in the AI education space for entrepreneurs and business owners. If it wasn't for, I'm going to give whole credit to Coach E, because she was the one that I saw that I was like, oh my God, here is someone who's making money teaching and selling AI. And she was the one that was the North Star. Because I know, I was like, I was so close. I sent it to everyone, and then me and Megan went back and forth in a really good insight. Because Megan, if anything you talk to about with Megan, she will help you dive deeper and like ground you. So she's like, just keep it simple, keep doing what you're doing. You don't need the high energy like what that guy. I was caught in the hype. I was almost ready to buy his product too. I was like, I love just for me as a marketer, because like low key, like for me as a marketer, I just love good marketing, and that webinar today was probably the webinar of the day. Like I would be close to say that if you jumped on his live streams for Jalen Nelson today, like not gonna lie, I'm listening. I'm ready to put down the power tool. Oh, bro, I used to be a carpenter, and then I went into office work, and then I got into AI or automation, then I got into digital marketing, and then I got into AI. So please put down the power tools, come into the digital world, you'll make more. I tell people internet money hits different, and it's so nice. So I was very impressed with Jalen's webinar today. Just not from the webinar, but from a marketing sales. I geek out on good salesmanship, good marketing, and good sales. Like if I get hyped and I'm ready to buy and I don't even know what I'm about to buy, I go, man, this was really good marketing. Quit glazing him. There was 1,000. I'm not gonna lie. If you ever get 1,000 people on your live streams, you're doing something right. And so that's where, because you think about it, a shift. Most webinars are done privately, intimately, and usually done through like Webinar Jam traditionally. And everyone in a webinar jam funnel is fake and there's nothing there. So that's why to see it done in a live stream was like really well done, real dialed in. And I was like super impressed to the point that I was like, taking notes. And I was like, okay, I want to maybe I'm more digital. I'm like, let me get my Notion whiteboard out, like, and like mark around. So let's start with just basically right here. The numbers in the chat were, yeah, he had 500,000 likes and 1,000 people in the live stream. That was the live stream of the day. Everyone he picked the right time. He had a really polished topic. It was pure A plus marketing all the way through. And for people that wanted to buy, they bought digital marketing course, or basically social media marketing course for him for $30, low ticket. And I was like, bro made 10K. Like I'm not gonna say no, probably 5K. Well, actually no, he made 6K. He made 5K from the because if we say, let's say a good, I'll give him 20% of his sales. Like let's say 20% of the 1,000 people at the peak. This is kind of interesting. I'm just gonna nerd out on numbers, and then of 1,000 from there. So 20% of his 1,000 is 200 times a $30 product. Dude made $6,000 just from the product, plus another $1,100 just from the gifts. So in 1 hour, dude walked away with $7,100 in revenue completely online using TikTok and a webinar and the live streams. So that's where I'm like, game recognized game. And I was like, fascinating as a webinar funnel. So that's why I tell all my students, you need to go live. You need to go live. Live stream is a skill set to practice. And this was his peak of like where he's been, because he's been doing this for a long period of time. So let's break it down of how you can do something similar, but yes, using ChatGPT in your business to help to think about basically like strategy. So number one, when it comes to marketing, everything marketing is number one, understanding your ideal customer profile. The who, basically. We're going to figure out the who and the what. What are you going to sell? Which is basically also the sales. So that's going to go down to sales. Marketing is going to be like the who are you going to get the attention of, and then sales is what are you going to sell to them. And then later we could get into the content game of pretty much posting daily and consistently, and then also even productivity when we get from there. So let's break down first the who. How can you use ChatGPT to help you dial or narrow down who is your niche and what is the number one problem that you solve? Because fundamentally, it's a problem that you're trying to solve, and then the way you solve it is through some digital product. Well, the what? It's a digital. I'm not gonna lie, digital products hit totally different. Once that's why everyone's like, oh my god, it's another course or PDF stuff. Like once you start selling digital products, and you're like, oh my god, I make money when I sleep and when I wake up in the morning, like that is it hits totally different, because the most important part, and I've actually removed it from my page, is not selling your time. That's the whole point of people transitioning from offline into the online world, is we're tired of selling our time, and we want to sell a product at scale so that we can make that FU money, basically. So that's basically what this formula is. Digital is the same as SaaS. It could be a SaaS product too. You could create a digital product, and I'll go to in the different types of digital products that you can sell. It could be software or SaaS, and I'll show you ways of what tools you're going to use to basically go from there. That basically is the formula, and then it's also going to come down to productivity and time management, but we'll get to that even deeper. Excellent questions. So first one is, let's go to ChatGPT. I'm using the ChatGPT. Let me actually log into my account. I'm on the ChatGPT Plus plan, so $20 a month. If I had to say one AI tool that you had to pay versus all the others, I highly recommend it actually be ChatGPT, because you get two powerful use cases. One, the regular ChatGPT like discussion forum, but the other is custom GPTs, which are going to get into productivity, which also could get into digital products. Like very, very powerful combination. So here is, we're going to say, give me, because I want to make this a standardized prompt that you could take a screenshot and start using today to narrow down who is your ideal customer profile, because you need to know the who. Before you sell a product and before you build the best product that you think is the best thing that that can solve every problem and stuff like that, you need to focus on the who. For example, is ChatGPT better or worse than DeepSeek? Good question. When you think of the use cases, ChatGPT is your daily driver. DeepSeek is for critical thinking, but DeepSeek has been replaced with Google Gemini. Hi, Erica. Good to see you. Happy Sunday, Erica. Hi. So you're going to use two models. One's your daily driver, one's for critical thinking, and I like ChatGPT for my daily driver, and Google Gemini, which you're going to get from, you can now access it from regular like gemini.google.com fundamentally. Oh, Charles, send roses, appreciate you. So if you go, just because if I were to say there are just two tools that you need to get started with AI, and you do need two separate ones, I don't like just like one tool to rule them all. It's not like Lord of the Rings. ChatGPT is your daily driver, but when you need critical thinking and working on bigger projects, Google Gemini, especially the 2.5, very, very powerful. We used it last night to start building vibe coding to build an app just for my own enjoyment. That's something I could not do in just ChatGPT. So it's very important just to know which tool you're going to use for which use case. Appreciate the likes. So from here, with ChatGPT, the first thing that we need to do in order for you to make FU money online is, who are you going to serve? You need to focus on the who. You need to understand your ideal customers, the pain points, their struggles, their dream desires, more than creating a product or service second. That's always going to be second, because it technically goes the who, content, product. Let me write that down. This is very important. The process of making money online goes in 3 steps. You start with the who. Who are you specifically going to solve, which is the niche. And then next is the problem that you're going to solve. And then from there is content. Content. I'm talking the 3x daily and daily live stream. there was so many debates on the live stream, but people are like shocked how much like content they need to put out. They're like, oh my god, I gotta post out content daily, I gotta go live 4 days a week. It's like, yeah, if you want to play the internet game and you want to make money online, these are the disciplines. This is the formula to help you basically go. So we need to focus on the who. We need to figure out what is the problem that you're trying to solve, and then second, we need content so that people know that you can solve basically their problem. It's all about content, not about the best product or service. So next is I'm gonna standardize this template so that anyone could use this type of prompt, and I'm gonna use voice to text. Give me a very simple prompt that any business owner can use, whether they're starting off or existing, to help narrow down who is their ideal customer profile before they go into the product or service that they're solving. They need to focus on this niche, and then phase two is what is this number one problem that keeps them up at night. So combine two of those things into a very templateable prompt that any user can use and fill out with, let's say, 3 very simple questions with this prompt to figure out the who to make online money. By the way, voice to text is such a hack. Oh my gosh, voice to hack is so nice. Okay, so I'm going to, and they got an example. Cool. Let's take this down. And let's break this down. I'm going to throw this in Notion because very important when you're working with ChatGPT or any AI tool, you need to give it a question or give it a task. And then if it gives you something that's 80% good enough, you need to immediately take the information out and throw it in a digital notebook. This is why I tell people, or I tell my students, I'm like, you have to learn Notion before you learn ChatGPT, because a lot of people just use ChatGPT and then they do something foolish like going to work in, I'm going to actually do something like Google Docs. And it's like, oh dear God, if you're using Google Docs, I can't help you. I got to teach you the secret ways. And I'm actually going to take all this, put this in just 2 columns, just so I can make it short and sweet so that everyone can see what we're working. I know, small screen. By the way, if you guys really want to see on a much bigger screen, I am live streaming at the same time on my YouTube channel using Streamlabs. So if you want just a bigger screen, like literally a bigger, you can watch it on your TV, on your computer, take a screenshot, just go to my YouTube channel, take a screenshot. You're more than welcome to watch there, because I know for a lot of people, looking at a small screen is very hard on the eye. So I want to make it easy for you. Hey, I want to white label my own VAPI. Is that doable? No, you sell VAPI as a solution to whatever niche that you're selling. Say, for example, you're doing it for, let's say, home services, and you build a VAPI receptionist that can answer calls for home services, qualify leads, and then book appointments. Then you sell that solution to all, basically. So you're selling the solution, not the service or the app. It's just like Go High Level. People think they can make money white labeling Go High Level, which is a very horrible business strategy. You're selling the solution to a business and niche, which is very important. It can do so many things. I know. Which one? All of them can do so many things. VAPI, Go High Level. So here is a very simple template that you can use. Highly recommend. Take a screenshot. Here's a very simple fill-in-the-blank prompt that business owners or new experienced people can use, so that who is the person that they focus on, what is the number one problem, simulate expert board. Don't know what that means. Because most business owners sell many different products. This is a very, I go back and forth with this. You need to sell one solution to one specific niche that solves a hyper specific problem, and then scale that. Any other product, any other service is a distraction, meaning most business owners think that, or basically if they watch one product or service get some revenue and then get cut off or basically plateau, then they think adding another product or service is going to help them make more money. And that's actually a misnomer. You need to sell one specific product or service to one specific demographic ideally one specific most profitable channel, like marketing channel. This could be outbound cold calls, it could be YouTube, Instagram, social media, and so forth. That is basically how you're going to start to scale, for example. So a lot of people, we just want to very simply say in a very simple statement, I help this specific type person who has a specific situation or industry. So I help business owners who are overwhelmed with, actually, I'm going to take this, I'm going to give this to my ChatGPT, and I'm going to have my ChatGPT that knows everything about my business answer this for me. Answer this for my ICP. So why not? I help overwhelmed solopreneurs and coaches who are dabbling with AI, but they lack systems or strategy. Oh, it's actually shorter and easier. Sometimes it likes to be a little wordy. I help solopreneurs who feel lost with AI use it to grow smart, profitable businesses without the tech overwhelm. That's a very simple statement that I know the who, I know the pain point, and I know the outcome, and then I know also without any whatever their pain point is, for example. So right here. So that is a very simple example that you can do right here, because this is going to be very important. I'm just going to go here because we need to clarify the marketing side. It's like, who do you help? What is their specific situation? What is their problem? And then what is the clear benefit, outcome, or goal? This is what you need to clarify, and you can use this prompt. So go ahead, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, so that you could be very clear with your marketing, so that they know when they discover you online from your content that you're putting out and your live streams that, hey, I help solopreneurs who feel lost with AI use it to grow smart, profitable businesses, and they don't have to be tech savvy. They just, without any of the tech overwhelm. So very clear. I mean, you want to get back in the day, it's like the elevator statement, for example. But this is going to help you very clarify from the marketing point of view. From here, and then you could take screenshots. These are going to help you. And again, take these screenshots, answer them, and put them in the ChatGPT. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan has entered the chat. She is a ChatGPT, custom GPT, and AI expert consultant. So definitely want to say hi to her. And Megan, say hi to the community so that I can pin your comment. We are just learning ChatGPT on how business owners can use it in their business to grow smart, profitable businesses and scale from there. So these are just three very simple questions from a marketing point of view that you can use to clarify the who. Sounds good? Put number 1 in the chat if you like this. Put number 2 in the chat if you're completely lost. And then we will move to the second stage of what do you sell them? What digital product or service can you sell to this ideal client? And we're just using AI. So this is a very simple prompt. Again, highly recommend. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. Follow these, answer these questions, put them in the ChatGPT, and it's going to output a very clear statement for you. That's going to make it very easy. Perfect. Now let's move to the next stage. So this is just stage 1 of marketing. So helping you with your marketing with ChatGPT. The next thing that we need to do is, what are you going to sell them? Whether it be a digital product or a SaaS. So how are you actually going to solve their problem? And there's many different vehicles that you can use to help them. Let me grab my list inside Notion, which is so dope. Let me grab it from Notion digital marketing course right here. And let's grab this. So I can't recommend selling digital products starting off, because once you start moving into digital products, then you're going to be like, I'm never going back again. Okay, let me just clear this up a little, and then I'll make it very simple so you guys can take a screenshot of this. And nice. Okay, so how are you going to actually solve their problems? From the top to the bottom, there are 3 levels. The whole point is not to sell your time for money at the end of the day. Oh, Megan switched to a new profile. Megan, say hi so I can pin your comment. So fundamentally, how are you these are just vehicles to help solve the ideal problem from your ideal customer. Basically, there's three different ways, and the three different levels depend on no effort or time from you to they're sending doing effort and time for you, for example. So there you go. Now I could pin your comment. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Megan right there. Pinned her comment. She's an AI consultant and does custom GPTs. She will help you pretty much do all of this for you, basically, right here. So if you're going to solve their products, there's many different ways. You can solve it on a low to mid ticket, level 1. When you create these resources, they do not cost you any time. They are created once, and then they're able to be used by multiple people without having to, because at the end of the whole goal of this is not to sell your time for dollars. This is trying to get you out from the 9-to-5 race into making money online so that you can have the time and money freedom to spend it with whom you want, when you want, whenever you want. At the end of the day, so most people just want to spend more time with friends and family, and you could do this by creating one digital product that would change your life. You don't need many digital products. You don't. You just need really one good product, basically. So we're productizing your knowledge, your experience, your expertise, or something like that. So starting off, level 1 is packaging your knowledge into an ebook. You can sell ebooks from $19 to $44 depending on how much value is in there. Megan has an excellent comment where you can go to Etsy and you can research, hey, I'm struggling with social media. Are there digital products that people are selling in Etsy for social media? Oh, look, I'm going to pick one of these that is the most selling. Ooh, wow, Jesus, this is wild. I have Etsy GPT. Love it. Look at this. This is a digital product for people that are struggling with social media, especially for Instagram. And we have basically, let's look at what's the deliverables. What do you get? You get, so for Instagram posts, social media manager templates, Instagram engagement, digital marketing posts. So basically it's a posting and content package that you can basically has everything you need with templates. You just fill it in with your own brand, basically. Oh wow, Etsy check. Oh, we're gonna check that out. Etsy check, and then eRank. We will go to those two websites next. So this person has sold, for the product of $385, has sold 6,000. So let's do a little math. Let's do 6,823 times, how much did we say? 3.85, 3.85. Jesus. So this one package has brought this creator $26,000 and has not cost a second of their time. Shout out to Megan, which I'm going to pin that comment right there. Boop. This is why you need to consult with Megan. That's going to be a new service. Consult with Megan. She recommended two services. One is called Etsy Check. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. This allows you to basically analyze, I'm going to assume. Buyer check, high, $6 a month. That's all. That's pretty cheap. It's almost like vidIQ for unlimited access to niche finder. That's $6. That's way cheaper than like vidIQ. So like if you want to sell a digital product and you want to go to search what are best sellers on Etsy so that you can get analysis, going to be very powerful. Another one is, hold on, I need to save this to my Notion file. There we go. And then here, save this one to my Notion file. You should always save cool tools that you come across. Realize your Etsy's shop full potential. Search for the trends. I'm going to pin again. If I could pin again, I would pin all day. Pin, boop. And then here, handmade pottery. What are the average searches for handmade pottery, average searches, and the competition so that you can see basically between and compare between Google and Etsy what is the search results and the trends so that you can make sure that you are creating a digital product that already exists. Because what I don't want you to do here is be original. Don't be original. Being original and a maverick is expensive, especially for a marketing point of view. It's like trying to get people to change their toothpaste, basically. Like, find competition. I am such a strong component, especially when I do digital marketing consulting, and then also when I teach people social media. I teach them to funnel, hack, and copy your competitors in an ethical way. Mainly because nice. Okay. Because you want to find demand. You want to know that the product or service that you're selling already exists, where there's tons of people already searching for that, so that you're not trying to reinvent the wheel. Or worse, you find out that your demographic or your niche is actually declining, meaning getting smaller, where people are moving away from no longer buying that product or service, for example. So this is very helpful to actually find out trends. What about lead generators? Need to be a little more specific. What type of lead generators you're looking for, Thomas? We have quite a few. So this, if you want to sell digital products, what we're showing here is tools that you can use to do some market research. Etsy right here is free. Seamless AI. See, you want to hire Megan for consulting. Find contacts for everyone. Seamless AI. Real-time research and validation for over 13.1 billion businesses. Wait, what? I wonder how this compares to like my growth list one. Find anyone's email address in seconds. Over 1.8 is my email address in here? Probably is for sure. I'm on every list. Teachers selling curriculum. Yeah, you can find curriculums in Etsy that curriculum that are selling, so that you can come up to say like, oh, a full year, pick your genre for different subjects. So 100% you could even sell. So do you have a link tree? Megan, do you have a link tree? Where's your link tree? I will plug you. Um, this is actually pretty dope. I need to give this to Nicole in the community. Oh, wait, Natalie in the community, who helps people transition from offline to online. Do you have to know SEO for Etsy? Um, not really. I don't personally. I don't like selling on like Etsy or Udemy or other places where they're like, hey, it's almost like Amazon, because you have to go through. You lose a cut. You have to go through their dashboard. Like, I'd rather you focus more on the content game, because that's going to be like, once you figure out the who, then the what, then the next thing comes down to content from there, because you can sell directly from your like your TikTok account, your TikTok and your LinkedIn and your Instagram account, and also YouTube are so powerful that if you just do SEO in the sense of creating content using hashtags or tags on YouTube, you can get a ton of traffic organic that you never have to pay for. And we could kind of go into that, for example. So like, I'm more of a fan of like selling directly organically to your ideal customer, cutting out the middleman, rather than going to these like platforms, because it's like being on Etsy or being on Amazon, it's gonna take a minute to get sales, basically. Man, what a coincidence. Just passed by and I found this video and it's cool. Welcome, Sia. We are learning basically just how to use ChatGPT, so that you can make a few money online and not sell your time for dollars, fundamentally. So appreciate all. If you're finding this valuable, put a number 1 in the chat. If you're Completely lost? Put number 2 in the chat. So we went through the marketing. We need to narrow down who is it that you're going to serve. Second, we've gone through sales. Like, okay, let's quickly just go through the different vehicles of sales that you can sell. Level 1, it could be an ebook, a template, a custom GPT, a 1 hour, 1 or 2 hour mini course, or even a full course. These are ways that you could package up your expertise or solution and sell it one to many, because it doesn't matter if 1 or 100 people buy this, it costs you nothing of your time other than the time it takes to create it. And then every time that you update these to make them add another chapter, add another lesson, add another little mini video, it increases the value of them over time. So that's why digital products are very powerful for making money with making money while you sleep, so that you can spend time with friends and family and with what matters most to you in your life. Next is communities. So the thing with communities, I do have to caveat that you are selling your time, but you're selling a fixed amount of your time for a community. You're trying to get monthly recurring revenue, but you're also trying to. This works great if your topic continuously changes every single month, where it takes people time to either learn a skill set or to get updated to something new in an industry, for example. That's where communities are very powerful. Say, for example, I've seen them in, let me show you one in wholesale real estate. That's actually pretty interesting. Like wholesale real estate, like to do that, it is going to take time. You're going to need coaching. It's basically like a low ticket coaching program. You want to think about it, it's the same. Let's do this one, for example. I like these two guys. Encourage more memory. If you share this, I'll funnel hack your business. So here's a good example. All this guy does is teach wholesaling, for example. And yes, I will give this template, but only if you're in the AI community. If you're inside the AI community, just send me a direct message and I will give you this. Like Natalie sent me a DM last night, so I sent her the resources for, instead of web scraping information, just to get a lead list from a service pre-made. Super simple. Now, from here, he goes live and creates content. He funnels all his traffic for people that are struggling to learn how to do wholesale real estate. And if we go to his WAP store, nice. Okay, you guys ready for this? How can I be inside the AI community? Just go to the link in bio. The only link in the bio will take you directly to sign up. We actually had a new member, Max, sign up yesterday, which is super awesome. So welcome to the new member, Max. Link in the bio is the only link I'm selling. That's all. Super simple. So take, for example, this online community. It's low ticket. It's basically, if you want to do a monthly coaching program, low ticket, that's fundamentally what a community is, so that you could provide, whether it be office hours, courses, or additional resources to help your members upskill without the huge cost of high ticket coaching. That's where low ticket communities are very, very powerful, because again, we are trying to not sell our time. Here you are selling your time, but not on a one-on-one, one to many, meaning it doesn't matter if one person or 50 people sign up. It doesn't cost you any more of your time fundamentally. So for this guy, just selling wholesale real estate at a $19.99, which is a very low ticket. The reason why, anything under $497, anything under $497, let me put that up below. Anything under $1,000, you really don't need to get on a sales call for, fundamentally. So that's why these low ticket things are either you're in or you're not, basically. So at $19.99, it's a very easy community, and he is making with this many community members. I just want to do this to stretch your thinking, to show you what's possible. If you are a coach, consultant, or expert in a niche, he has 10,915 members. He is making $218,000 per month. Monthly. That's, what's that, a year? That times 12. He's making $2.6 million a year just hosting a $19 online community. So I share this because two things. One, to stretch your thinking and show you what's possible with one type of digital product that you can sell. It could be it could be a community, it could be another digital product, a mini course, an ebook, just as I said before. But he's making $2.6 million just serving an online community, just teaching wholesale real estate. So that's why I think right now is a very powerful thing in a sense of whatever you're passionate about. I don't care if you're passionate about knitting. I don't care if you're passionate about life coaching, like surfing, whatever you're passionate or that you have many years experience actually teaching. Now is such a great time to do content and to serve your audience online without selling your time, fundamentally, because that's the whole game. The rule is do not sell your time to make money in this economy. You will not survive. The inflation and all the other things will crush you. So that's why we need to move you into more of an online business model, just starting with, and I always started this with basically saying the who. The who is like what, and it could be anything. I'm not gonna lie, I see grandmas selling life coaching online on TikTok and they're live streaming and it blows my mind. And they have an online community and it's like, damn grandma, you're crushing it. Wait, so you do or don't do I don't do wholesaling. I don't. See, a funny thing, if I talk about a topic long enough, the algorithm will feed me those type of people. So that's why you're coming in thinking about, oh, is this a wholesaling TikTok? It's like, no. I've just been talking about wholesaling for the last 7 minutes, but the algorithm is always listening. So that's why let's get back to digital marketing and how you can make money online as a side hustle, and basically to grow your business so that you can make money online while you sleep. Now, we talked about, okay, let's go through the other things in the sales. That's just the community. I was just showing an example of an online community that you can sell where it's like, doesn't have to be expensive, $19. I've seen them go up to $97 is usually the range of an online community. It doesn't cost you more of your time, but it does, you are trying to provide the resources online to serve your ideal customer. Nice. So the last type of thing that you can sell basically is workshops or group training. I'm going to delete private one-on-one coaching because that defeats the whole purpose of this basically. Does the digital products get marketed? Yes, you have to do the marketing. That is like the most important part. And that's why when I do coaching with entrepreneurs, I tell them to do content first and then think about a product or service second. This is very important. So let's see. Let's break this down. Paid marketing. Paid marketing is basically paid ads. If you want to do Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and stuff like that. If you have the budget for $2,000 a month, go all in on ads. Because it's always marketing first, sales second, in a sense that from your marketing point of view, it really doesn't matter what you're selling, basically. Oops, there we go. From here, you need to do content. I like, this has worked time and time before. Like, you need to post minimally 3 times a day on, let's say, TikTok, and if you can, Instagram. Minimally. That's just me. I know there's a lot of people in the comments to be like, oh my God, posting 3 times daily? What am I going to say? That's going to take 2 hours. It's like, well, don't make money online. This is the game of content marketing. If people don't know or can't discover you through your content, there's no way on this God's green earth that you're actually going to get sales, fundamentally. That's why it's very important to learn how to create content and then also how to do live streams. You need to live streams minimally 4 times a week, basically. 4 to 5 times a week if you can. I go 4 to 7, honestly. Like, honestly. There's some really good days that it's like Sundays are like the most profitable days in the sense of like for some reason Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, at least I found, I get the most sales. Whatever reason, I don't know. But I don't like before you even think about a product, if you don't have an audience, there's nothing you're going to sell anyways. And most entrepreneurs make the mistake of wasting days, weeks, and months trying to build the perfect product, and then they spend the littlest time marketing. And that's actually the wrong way of doing anything online in a sense, or any business just in general. You need to go all in on marketing first, then figure out the sales or the product or service that you're going to sell on the back end later on, because the product or service may change. I have two entrepreneurs that are inside the AI community. They thought they can sell GPTs and digital product or like an ebook, and they're like, actually, after polling their audience, they're like, they don't want that. They actually want a community across the board. And so now they have to pivot, and now they have to build an online community, basically because that's what they want, or what the audience or the market demand wants, for example. So nice. If you're finding this fascinating, put a number 1 in the chat and we'll continue. You have to create content. You have to create content. If I had to make it very simple, post 3 times a day just on TikTok for 60 days, and do not miss a day. Do not miss a day. Do not miss a day. This is very important, so that if you don't create content, you don't exist to your customers, basically. So there's no point, there's no reason, there's no way that you're going to get sales fundamentally outside of paid ads and cold calling on top of that. Sure. But when it comes to the content marketing game, this is the minimum that you need to do to show up online, give value for your ideal customers, to determine you are the expert in this niche, to then buy for you, for example. Should we promote content at well? Yes, you should be creating content speaking around the ideal pain point, around your ideal customers. Let's talk about that. If you guys share this live stream with just one person in your community that you find would find this valuable, just go ahead and share this. I'm going to show you how to never run out of content ideas, never be original too, so you never have to think about a content ideas. So if you share this, then Sarah's like, share. If you just share this, I will show you how to never run out of content. I never run out of ideas for content. And you don't even have to use ChatGPT for content ideas, which is very, very important. What? Only Sarah is sharing? There we go. Let's get one more. Sarah's like, oh, I'll pick up the slack. I'll share twice. Okay, cool. Let's show you the process of how to never run out of 2 things. 1, content ideas, and then 2nd, how to come up with ideas that are already viral in a sense. So I'm going to take a very simple example. Let me go to actually TikTok. Okay. Let's actually make this real world. Let's take a volunteer from the community. If you want to volunteer your business in the chat, just say volunteer and then share what your business is, and we can actually look into your niche to show you what type of content that you should be creating. This works better with an example. That's why I'm like, let's just take a volunteer, which would be better. Clothing brand, nice. I'll do both. I'll do one's a clothing brand, and then the second one is for C. What's your business, C? Who's your niche? Like, is it, I was wondering, but I'm building a website. Actually, believe it or not, websites are dead. Just blissfully coaching, great, but I need a little more specific. What type of coaching? Life coaching, business coaching, therapist coaching. Like, what type of coaching? I'll take all of your examples. I just need a little more specifics. Like if you were to ask life coaching, okay, done. So life coaching and Shopify. Shopify is not dead. You just need to pick one product in your SKU and then do the marketing for selling that one product. That's all fundamentally. And product marketing strategy for startups, tech companies, helping them positioning their message. So basically branding, product marketing strategy. It's basically branding if I think about it, helping them position their messaging and go to market strategy. you're helping them brand at that point, which helps. Cool. I'm going to take all of them. I'm going to start with Just Blissfully Life Coaching, and then I'll move to CL Flow 20, and then we'll do branding marketing next for products. So life coaching, the way it works is, one, logged into TikTok. There are really only two search engines in the world. There's YouTube and TikTok, fundamentally, where people are going to go search for your product or service, or search for more information around what they're struggling with, for example. So on one level, life coaching is pretty broad. A lot of people are going to deal with like anxiety or depression or stuff like that, so you need to be a little more specific. On a third grade level, you need to type into TikTok what is on a third grade level. How would people find your product or service? Fundamentally, very important. So from here, I'm going to pick people. You need to pick videos that are more than 10,000 views. If it's under 10,000 views, it's irrelevant, basically. So there's one, there's another one. I'm going to just open these into different tabs, because some of these people may just talk about it, but other people may be the actual life coach. So let's see. Yeah, life coach, nice. I'll take that, and I'll take that. I think we could get a little description from there. Nice. Okay, so for the niche life coaching, we're going to see if highly caffeinated, you're not a life coach. I'm looking at their bio. If this is very important too, your bio needs to say what you do for your ideal customers. Do not waste these characters, because in 5 seconds, I just removed one person from the options right here from the tab, because they did not clearly say they were a life coach. So here, mindset, monetize your coaching. Nope, not a life coach. CEO, nope. Diarrhea, nope. Berlin, nope. 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 She would, but she's a therapist, but I'll take it. Let's see. Psychotherapist 1.2, but no link in bio, so she's marketing on another channel, even though she has life coaching in her name. What a missed opportunity. So let's keep going down the line to see if we can find a good life coach on TikTok. I'm Crystal, by the way. Crystal, I'm Jonathan. Pleasure to meet you. Crystal, we're going to talk about your go-to marketing strategy for brands, definitely. Let's rock the life coaching first. I think this guy is doing pretty good. I'm trying to think if there's someone that is really good at. It's like the problem also is the challenge too. Is also, let's see, live. Okay, 100K. Okay. Okay. One, she has life coach right in the name. Perfect. Next, second, she says, I'm a life coach. I'm here to talk about God. Awesome. Two, that's a bonus, but she's a life coach. Nice. Second, she has more than 10,000 followers. She's obviously creating content. Perfect. That's check 3. And lastly, we could check out her products and then here. Cool. So for the niche, wait, you know Jessica Young? Dalton, your feed's different than my feed. If she's come across her feed, it's a sign. So here's for the life coach, basically how to never, and this works across any business, basically, how to not run out of content ideas. Step 1, type in on a third grade level in the search, who is your ideal niche. Second, we had to go through a bunch of options until we finally found someone that actually has more than 10,000 followers, says the actual niche in their description, and they're obviously creating content. So here's the hack, especially if it works on God bless her, especially on TikTok, is click our desktop version, click the popular tab. This doesn't work on mobile. You kind of have to do this on your computer fundamentally. So here, oh look, now she has videos, and this is how you never be original with bad ideas. 585,000 searches when she's talking about why dating sucks. Why does dating suck? Wait, so there you go. Why dating sucks. So that topic as a life coach is the number one top popular topic that you should be talking about. Second is, if we go here, not a flex, websites are going to go see. Yeah, websites are dead officially, not gonna lie. Everything's a one-click link to check out in bio. It's so wild. Like, you need to spend any time on it. Are you tired? Spiritual tiredness. I'm going to teach, but probably never heard about. And then how to build yourself up, especially in God's time. So confidence, dating, confidence, spirituality. What's this one about? God's speaking spirituality too. So these are the three top topics for the niche. So you should also be creating. Now there's two interesting things here that you need to take note of. One is the topic, why dating sucks, very popular topic. Second is the deliverability. It's just her hanging out in her car. Very simple, very simple. Like, you don't, like, especially for TikTok videos, you don't need production, you don't need crazy lights or effects or anything. Just show up authentically and just give a ton of value in the video. Fundamentally, that's it. If we go to link in bio, which I'm curious, oh look, it's almost like a link tree. I feel like this is WordPress. Oh, it's Squarespace, same thing. 75 hard things, but then, oh, you could apply to her coaching program. But it feels like this is a fitness coaching program though. It's like, you're here because you want to be happier, healthier, more confident, joyful, stronger with faith, and so much more. So this is more than just like a fitness program. And then it goes to Google Docs. Oh, I love this. I love this. She's starting. Oh, like, oh, this is so awesome. David in the community is something like this, for example. Product marketers who need your product, explain why they need it, and show how to sell it. Product. Let me see. Wait. I'm watching Crystal's comment. Product marketers find who needs your product, explain why they need, and show how to. It's actually, like, before you even create the product, you want to create the lifestyle, especially when it comes to like product marketing, that type of stuff. Let's go into Crystal's niche, which is basically, Crystal, can we check out your profile? I feel like funnel hacking something. This will be really fun. Users. Oh, no content. No content, Crystal. My LinkedIn has more info. Okay, let's go. What's your LinkedIn profile? That's your problem. Main thing is, like, you're on LinkedIn. You need to be on TikTok. I would 1000% dump TikTok. I'm sorry, dump LinkedIn. And I'll actually show you analytics why. 1000%, like, you're not going to make money like as LinkedIn. No, let's be honest, and I'll even put this as a survey in the chat. I'll be honest, no one logs into LinkedIn because they want updates on anything, honestly. Like, no one. I'll show you my analytics. If you look at my analytics, for example, of where I get traffic and sales, number one, 65% of people are actually typing in my URL. This is really just clicking the link in bio, and let's be honest, it's mostly coming from TikTok, and it's mostly coming from the live streams fundamentally, for example. Just Blissfully says, Jonathan, thank you so much. This was very helpful. Give me ideas on how to get mine set up. Yeah, honestly, for life coaching, just create content, post 3 times a day, go live once a day. And here's the times that I learned something new today. If you can do, hold on, I wrote this down because I hope I wrote it down. I didn't write it down. That's fine. If you could go online between 8 and 10 a.m. or 7 and 11 p.m. your time, whatever that is for your time zone, forget about all the other time zones. If you could just pick one of those times, and I tell everyone the 3-in-1 rule, do the 60-day challenge, post 3 times a day, every day, do not miss a day, go live once a day, whatever if you could do mornings, 8 to 10 a.m. or evenings, 7. I personally love evening live streams because you're done with the day, you're done with work, you're done with family, you're done with all the things that you have to get done. You're just waiting until you have to go to sleep, and I have your full attention. And if I could deliver value, inspire, educate, or teach you something cool, that, at least for me, I'm a night owl. And I've actually found that evening live streams outperform morning live streams. I'm actually running an experiment. I have a friend who's a life coach that I've been coaching him. He only wants to do morning live streams, but hasn't made sales. And I'm like, you need to switch over to evening live streams. Within the first week that he did his evening live streams for life coaching, he got three clients, and I was like, let's go. It's the little things, but it works. Doesn't matter what your niche is. I like the evening live streams. Now let me bash or let me bash LinkedIn real quick. No one's gonna grow a business on LinkedIn. No one cares about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is actually the worst place to scrape for emails, leads, or whatever. It's like the worst place. Where is your audience across any business that you're in? Doesn't matter what business. They're on TikTok. Then the link in bio goes directly to the direct sales. Very helpful. Look at the drop off, even is actually pretty big. So I get twice as much volume of content or traffic to my website from TikTok than I do from Instagram. But still, you should be focusing all your content and showing up live on TikTok first. Second is Instagram. Third is YouTube, where basically that's where I'm live streaming from there. For example, you get all your business from LinkedIn. Well, think of it this way, Crystal. You'll actually get more business from TikTok. So take all your content from LinkedIn and move it right over. And you'll actually get a lot more sales. It's like leaving money on the table. Think of it like you're doing everything great on LinkedIn. When you move that over to TikTok and Instagram world, you're going to crush it, especially when it comes to the live streams. Amazing. Just sent you a connection. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna actually go and click connect. Please forgive me, but it's like, if I could, and it's nothing against you or anything. Like, I do not accept connection requests on LinkedIn anymore because it's like that's not where I spend any of my time. I actually just spend more time on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and responding to people in the comments and DMs. And look, we're actually connecting on TikTok. So the smart way is actually, if you sent me a DM on TikTok, that's where the money is. So think of it this way: take all your skill sets that you're doing for Crystal on LinkedIn, you move them into TikTok world, you're going to get more sales. That's basically, you're doing everything great, but I actually have someone who's actually, for example, and I'll shout him out. Okay, so this is David. He's inside the AI community. David thought he can make all his money from LinkedIn. So once we moved him into TikTok world, he's now coming up with digital products. He's also going live twice a day. He's got all he's made more money from TikTok than he's ever had through LinkedIn, and he's never had to log back into LinkedIn. And when he came back on, he was like, I don't think executives, or I don't think C-level suite like people and founders, I don't think they're on TikTok. They're on LinkedIn. And then on his live streams, he would send them LinkedIn requests, and he's like, they're on TikTok. They're all on TikTok. This is where I found it. C-level suite, executives, management, and everything. They're all on TikTok. Because let's be honest, Instagram is more for hedonistic pleasures, but it's not up-to-date real. It doesn't feed you up-to-date information. TikTok will actually feed you up-to-date information plus a ton of other distractions related to your niche or genre or passions or hobby. That's why I tell people it's a really good time to monetize your passion or hobby right now. It's such a good time. So if I had to say notice how LinkedIn is not even in the 90 percentile of my traffic and sales, not even anywhere close. So if I do post there daily, but I do not. If I want to build a business, there's LinkedIn. 0.3% of my traffic comes from LinkedIn. That's cute. That's not enough to pay the bills, but that's why everyone is on TikTok. It's actually interesting. So what's your go-to tool for research? I have a startup idea and you're confused. You want to actually find Sarah's like shocked. It's like, I don't know. And I post daily the same. I post 10 posts a day, 5 days a week, across TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, X. And from that traffic, this is where how all my traffic is going from. This is very fascinating. By the way, this is metrical, which is actually kind of gangster, because you could also link your website to it, and like, oh shit, I don't know. Wait, what day was that? May 3rd. Shit, whatever I did yesterday, I doubled the website traffic. So I think it was because of last night's live stream was like real poppin'. People love last night's stream. So I pretty much last night I doubled the website traffic. Don't violate. Don't say the. Be nice. I know it won't even let me live stream like account if I refresh this. Um, it won't even let me. It's like my thing's still like revoked, and I'm like, whatever, fine. And then shout out to Alberto. I saw because I get Alberto's. He's in the community, and he teaches driving, um, driver's license, and basically in New York. He's crushing it for content game. Not gonna lie, and he live streamed today, which is actually type kind of cool. Like I love seeing my students live stream, which is like so happy. I'll pop in on the live stream and I will be number one, like like or gifter. Hands down, I will be number one gifter in your live stream if I see your live. Like that is my rule. So, but yeah, there's it's just a great thing to say. Just posting like this, all traffic is all from all this is organic traffic that I'm getting. If we kind of look down, so I'm getting, let's say, okay, yeah, that's pretty good. 252 people going to my website yesterday alone, and then that resulted in Max actually signing up. So it's a little less than a 1% conversion rate because I need to make it a little bit easier. People like the one-click ship checkout. So I have to go eat dinner, so let's go summarize this basically of where you are and what you need to do to make money online fundamentally. So let's summarize so that I want each and every one of you to be successful, so you make money online, so that you could go spend a nice vacation at the end of the year from tips that you learned from here. What were the two sites to scan Etsy? So full credit from that went to Megan, who was so kind enough to introduce us. I actually have to save this website. It's actually pretty dope. Seamless, which is actually kind of cool. Because I have a member in the community. Actually, this is why it's so cool to be inside the community. To say, AI community, because we send DM messages to each other. And I could send a message to Natalie, who's I also have to jump on to help a member right real quick too. Uh, check this site out. Cool. Just send that to members because I want my members. The two Etsy ones were. This is why it's very. Easy rank. I'm gonna actually pin Sarah's comment right there. Boom. Easy rank. Why is this? Oh yeah. So it's like, because you want to. I love using Notion to just kind of like stay organized. So that's why Notion is very helpful. It's like you should always keep a Notion file of all the cool tools that you come across, which is super helpful. Very, very nice. Okay, so let's bring it home for everyone for action items that you could do today. Okay, number one, marketing, marketing, marketing. You need to figure out who is it that you are going to serve and sell and solve a problem to. This is a very simple prompt that you can put into ChatGPT. Just very simple, three very simple questions. Go ahead and take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. Answer these questions, put them in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is going to give you your elevator statement of the who is it. Then we talked about the 3 levels of selling products to your ideal client to make money online. It could be some level of a digital product. You could package it in a book, a mini course, full course, or a custom GPT, something very simple, or even packaged together. Second, you could go also, you don't have to do everything. You can just pick one is enough fundamentally. Then you're going to do weekly office. I mean, optionally, if you want to do the community route, that's just another way. You don't have to do them all. You're just gonna pretty much like pick whatever you like is the best, and then it's all gonna come down to content. And then lastly, let's keep it simple. I really like 2 or 5 day workshops. 2 day workshops are it's actually 2 to 3 day workshops. I've seen 2 or 3 day workshops do very, very well for selling, for coaching, because you're trying to do it one to many. That's very popular. Like you don't want to do one to one. The rule is do not do one to one. It's always one to many. You could also do 5 day challenges, which are really popular. 1 hour a day for 5 days. 2 levels of tickets. It could be a $97 to go through the 5 day tickets, or VIP, which is they get an extra hour to ask you questions. The regular ticket don't get to ask any questions, which is very interesting. So this is and you could do this bi-weekly basically, or even once a month is enough. Then lastly is mid-ticket group training programs. I've seen these go, and the way they kind of work them out for group training, it's always 3 levels. It's always depending on the 3 progressions or per month. If you're going to do group training, it needs to start minimally at $500 a month. Like anything less, and you're going to be miserable serving those people. And it's like, what's the point? So you need committed people to help with, I mean, especially for people like we had some people in here for like Bliss that wants to do life coaching. Like not everyone can afford one-on-one coaching, and I do not recommend one-on-one coaching in any shape, way, or form. Please move away from that business model. There are so much more opportunities when you stop selling your time for money. And so here, you need to do group training. And the 3 levels, you do level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 is for beginners. Level 2 is for intermediate. Level 3 is for advanced. So they have to progress, and each one you have a different curriculum or problem that you're trying to solve. For example, I've seen this for business coaching. If you're trying to make your first $5,000, if you're trying to make your first $5,000, it's a $500 per month group training program. Because I can share later who does this. Then once they make $5,000 per month, then they're trying to make $10,000 per month. And it's a different challenge. Level 1, they need to learn how to do content and how to do a product and how to do sales is like level 1. Level 2, they need to learn how to do conversion events. So this is how to make $10,000 per month for a $1,000 per month coaching package. In that $1,000 coaching package, you're going to teach them basically how to fundamentally do what's called conversion events. That's 5-day challenges, 3-day challenges, increase your marketing, meaning doing both paid ads and also you also need to introduce paid ads to your marketing campaign to grow to $10,000 in monthly revenue. The last challenge is if you're trying to make $50,000 per month in monthly revenue, this is a $1,500 coaching package. The problem that you're solving here is helping them hire and retain staff and train their team so that they can learn how to delegate fundamentally. Is this all USA Marketing Worldwide? This will work for any, this is just one example of a 3-level group coaching package that you can do just this and make a ton of money just doing group coaching. Because again, I don't want you to sell your time for dollars and do one-on-one. That's the worst thing that you could do. By group coaching, because again, you could get 20 people in each of these levels, and then you're making really good money serving each of them and there's 3 levels of challenges. I always like to just think beginner, intermediate, and advanced, so they progress fundamentally. They have different things that they're focusing on, but group training is the most lucrative out of all of them fundamentally. So that is, in a nutshell, mostly digital marketing. We did a little bit of ChatGPT, especially marketing from there. So super simple. I'm gonna go eat dinner. If you guys find this valuable and you actually want more resources on this to actually grow your business and make FU money online, I highly recommend joining the AI community. We have courses on all of this and so much more, plus weekly accountability and also more insight that's specialized to your business. So link in the bio. By the way, I only have one profile. I will never DM you or anything like that. I just have one profile that's out there. And then when you click on it, it's just one simple page that will take you directly to join. And then you could click, you could see what's in the community. You could listen to community testimonials. And then from there, you could join the community. We have 117 members, all business owners in there that are looking to grow their business online. And that is all I do. I go live twice a day, 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. And then I help my members inside of the community, for example. So I hope my main thing is that I hope you learned at least one thing from my live streams. That's all. One powerful idea from these live streams. I showed you how to not run out of content ideas, how to create what are the 3 levels of digital products that you can sell, because I don't want you to sell your time, how to funnel hack your competitors. Megan was so gracious to share what are ways that you could look at SEO for top performing Etsy products, so that you don't have to be original. You can find what's selling in your niche as a digital product, and you can sell that as well too. And then we went into also the 3 levels of group coaching programs, because group coaching is also very lucrative for your business. Because again, I want you to not sell your time for dollars. I want you to make money online, so you have the time and freedom to do what you want, with whom you want, when you want. That's all the freedom. So I appreciate you guys following my live streams. I go live every single day, 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. And if you want more resources just like this and a lot more, I highly recommend joining the AI community. It's the only thing that I promote inside the AI community. So I'll be back again for the 10 p.m. show. I'm going to actually hop on a Zoom call to help a member inside the community who had some questions about a product that he wants to sell. So that's the other great thing about being inside the community. You get direct support and help, tech support, business coaching, marketing coaching, strategies, digital products, and most importantly, how to leverage AI in your business. We have a ton of resources and amazing members in there. So you may just find your next business partner in there, or best friend, to help you in your entrepreneur journey. I'm Jonathan. I'm grateful for you guys watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful night and a blessed week. And I'll see you on the next live stream. Bye. Boom. That was a great live stream. So great live stream. So great live stream. Also listening to music helps the vibe and mood. I gotta hop on a one-on-one with a member in the community for tech support. So